Okay, so it's the night before the show, and I have to pack. I'm about 3.5 hours away from Indianapolis, which is where the convention is. We plan on waking up at like 5 a.m. and then driving down. It takes me about an hour and a half to set up booth, so stressed. I just got off work a couple hours ago, and yeah, so let's do this. So upon arriving to the convention, I happened to run into a couple of good friends of mine, the owners and creators of Crafted Layers Company. Jacob and his dad are really great crafters, and they make all these beautiful wallets and these beautiful light up boxes. They also have tumblers, and they have patches that they create on their own with 3D printing and other resources. These guys are awesome. If you like this kind of content, please give them a subscribe or follow. Alright, here we go, guys. Con has officially started, and I feel way underprepared for this one. It's a little different setup, just to kind of maximize my space. These are the prints. This is what Utah came up. So, Utah, and of course I laminated my Azula as well. Not a lot of space to deal with. I have quite a few things like just jumbled up back here. I'm gonna try to organize my prints again because they are not right now. That'll be what I spend my time doing. So until it gets busy. Alright, day one's done. Not gonna lie, super underwhelming, but you know what? We're in a new city. Let's go enjoy Indianapolis a little bit. Alright, so day two. Yesterday was what it was. It was not fantastic. It was the opposite of fantastic. But I have my hopes high that today will be better. It's kind of hard not to be better than yesterday. So let's do it, guys. Also, here are the booths that I like a lot that I keep showing you. Please go support, follow, subscribe, whatever to these guys. They're awesome. See you guys soon.
Oh, sorry. All right, I'm gonna have to ask. I've done it, I haven't. The only thing I have from Indy is oh yeah,
So, one thing I loved about this convention is how talented every artist seemed to be. I'm always amazed every time I go to an artist alley or a Comic-Con, Anime Con show that like so many other people out there exist that love to do what I love to do. I grew up and I was the only one that I knew that liked to draw. So it's just nice to be around other people who are like me, a community of people who just want to make their dreams come true and live off of things that they can love and they create. So very happy to see that people were making sales and succeeding at what they really love. So happy for everyone.
So this is an update. Saturday has been a lot more busy than yesterday was. Like, full disclosure, yesterday was probably the worst day I've ever had in the show. So the ground was set at the very bottom. But today has picked up quite a bit. I still don't think we've made more than a table at this point. But honestly, I'm just trying to survive this con and get it back to St. Louis ASAP. So I'll let you guys know how it ends up going.
So downtown Indianapolis actually ended up being a really pretty city, and if you guys have never been, I would recommend visiting.
So guys, I met this really cool artist. Goes by Epic or Epoch. She has her own comic book and she has original characters, but she also has some really cool keychains from Roblox and a bunch of other video games. Really cool. I actually met her at this convention. So if you guys are into that kind of thing, just give her a follow. She's giving me a lot of good advice on like Artist Alley and everything that goes behind the scenes. She's doing this all by herself, and she's become full-time in the last couple of years, so that's awesome. This is her own novel, or comic book actually. So Epoch, or Epoch, if I pronounce it correctly. But yeah, give her a sub, give her a follow. Okay, it is day 3, Sunday. Game plan is if it's slow, we leave early because I have work tomorrow, and there's really no point sitting here if nothing's going on. Right now, this is what it looks like right now. Here, but all in all, I've met some pretty cool people this weekend, so at least there's that.
So let's do a recap here, guys. What went down at Pop IndyCon or Indy PopCon or PopCon Indy? Yeah, so Friday we get there, we set up, everything's cool, kind of. That's another story. But once we get everything situated, set up, it's pretty hot inside. We were waiting on the show to start so they can turn the AC on because they didn't want to have the AC turned on while we were setting up because the doors were open to the dock. Letting AC out would be costly for the convention center, so they just let us deal with it until the start of the show. They, after that, breaking a sweat, setting up our booth, they finally turned the AC on and the convention started. Friday went, and it did not go. There were several people who came to our booth, talked to me, talked to my buddy, looked through my portfolio, looked through my products of desk mats and postcards, deciding that today was not a day to purchase, it was a day to look. They moved on, and that's how the entire day went. We did not make a single sale on Friday, the first day of Indy PopCon. Now, of course, this has never happened to me. It's a personal record. Never in my 11 months of doing this, this is probably the 8th or 9th con that have I had an entire day of 0 sales. So I was humbled, to say the least, and yeah, it was hard, but I got over it. So we went out the night of, and just kind of had a couple drinks, had some food, wind down, relax a little bit, got some sleep, and then, hit it hard Saturday. Saturday was a lot better. Of course, like I said, there's not really anywhere you can go below 0 when you're working. So ended up making almost $600 Saturday, which other booths, of course, are still doing a lot better than me, which, I mean, what are you going to do about it, right? I'm grateful for whatever I was getting. Took that, and we ran with it as a win compared to Friday. And our whole plan was, let's just make as much money as we possibly can, cut our losses, and Sunday we leave a little early if it's going to be as slow as it has been on Friday, because we were expecting Sunday to be just as slow as Friday. To our surprise, Sunday was almost as good as Saturday was for us, and ended up helping us to make another almost $500. Now this helped push me to break even. I was both extremely grateful and extremely frustrated because this period of 2 days that took me to break even from the entire thing, which of course I'm not upset about breaking even at all. It's just I feel like I missed an opportunity to make a profit, and I've only had one con so far that I've actually made decent profits at, and that's the GalaxyCon Columbus convention that I did in December. So I was really wanting a win there, but I mean, with reflection and thinking about what it could have been, I am extremely grateful and completely just in awe at the people that did come, supported me, bought prints, bought multiple prints, bought my desk mats, were happy to support my small business and my dream. Thank you guys. You guys make it really hard for me to quit. Not only that, I met a couple friends at the convention. Kendall, I met Simone, which she's another artist that helped me quite a bit, and gave me some tips and pointers and just kind of helped guide me in the right direction of hey, you're doing the best you can. This is the reality of cons today. You're going to have to adjust and adapt a little bit to figure out how to stay on par with these other guys too. Not saying that they're better or you're worse, but what they offer is what people want, and what you offer is hard to sell. Right now, as a Prince artist, it's hard to be solely Prince artist, and unless your art is just like incredible, to just thrive off of just Prince. So I'm having to rethink about my entire booth setup and my collections and all that stuff. I'm not going to stop drawing and making prints, of course, but I do need to figure out how I can potentially make all these other products that people might prefer, that might bring them to my booth, that might make them want to look and potentially buy a print because they see all this other stuff. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Simone, for the advice. Thank you, Kendall, for coming and like recognizing me and giving me a little bit of a little boost there, because it helps a lot to have people who notice me and who recognize my stuff and want to talk about, my path that I took and advice that I have. I appreciate that. It helped me as much as it helped you. So thank you. And I met a lot of other artists that I'll tag in the description that are people that I follow on Instagram that I never actually met, but I follow them through friends that I know who are also artists. So yeah, and Jacob and his dad, of course, met them and Anime Columbus, my very first con, and I've been in 3 conventions with them so far. So that's kind of cool to me. I would love to one day get to the point where at the end of every show or at the end of every day, I would notice how these groups of people would gather together, like like a clan or a colony of people, like a little group of artists, and they would just go together and they would go about their way. I would love to get there eventually, find my people. I feel like I'm slowly doing that, slowly developing that, but until then, I'm just grateful for the people that I've met. Hopefully you don't hear that in the background, but thank you guys again. Yeah, so it was rough. It was really rough, but I'm glad I did it. I have to grow and I have to learn from my mistakes. I'm not going to be the type of person to make excuses. I'm not jealous of other artists or other vendors. I'm happy that they did well. I'm rooting for all artists. I'm rooting for all people who work hard for what they really want in life. I can't be mad at you guys. So good job to all those who did great. And if you did not do great, if you're like me, don't give up. Keep working on your goals, and we will see each other at another show in the future, and we will be doing so much better and thriving and succeeding in some way, right? Okay. Till next time, guys. Have a good night.